The IB is the most challenging school curriculum in the world, but to be honest, I managed to enjoy it quite a bit. Here are 8 tips that I can give you that I did and worked for me so that you can enjoy your IB experience as much or even more than I did. Let's see what they are. Hey everybody, Emiliano here. I did the IB, obviously. I'm gonna study medicine abroad and I'm doing a gap year. Hit the like button, comment and subscribe, and let's get on with the video. So we have a very important one here, which is picking subjects you enjoy. The IB is a 2-year curriculum, so you're gonna be doing the same stuff, very in-depth for 2 years. That's 2 years of your life that you don't wanna waste on doing things you don't really enjoy or are really interested in. Apart from that, if you don't enjoy something, you're probably gonna do worse at it than if you picked something you did enjoy. The IB is meant for you to already kind of know what you're picking, so it helps you get into a good university to study the career you want. So make sure to research and to pick subjects that are gonna benefit you in the long run, but you also enjoy and want to spend 2 years actually learning about. So one of the very important tips is to manage your time and to prioritize the correct things. You'll have a lot of things to do, like a lot of things. A ton of things, like you can't imagine how much things you're gonna have to do.
Seriously.
So it's important to know when something is worth doing, when it might be worth kind of doing, and when it might be worth just not doing. And I mean, of course you have to use your own criteria for this because you have to know how the IB works in order to judge this and to make the best decisions based on yourself and on what you're looking for. But yeah, that's the tip. Just manage your time and prioritize what you're doing. Don't procrastinate or be productive. Don't procrastinate is better. The IB is it's a 2-year long program and work piles up, deadlines pile up, everything sort of compounds, and the second year is insane. Like the amount of work you'll do is crazy in the second year compared to the first year. So make sure you're getting things done and out of the way as soon as you get them. You don't want to hold on to an assignment for 2-3 weeks if you can do it in 1 or 2. So just do things as fast as you can, as best as you can as well, but don't strive for perfection because that'll just prevent you from turning things in. So just do things and get them out of the way, do the next thing for 2 years. That's basically what the IB is. And you will procrastinate and you will want to procrastinate, but try not to procrastinate, basically, because you'll pay for it in the end and you'll be stressed and you might burn out and it'll be a bad time for nobody but yourself. So you're just punishing your future self. So just don't do that. Do your things, get them out of the way and move on. Don't get frustrated, don't burn out. It keeps coming, but eventually it'll end and it is worth it when you get into the university that you want to. So another important thing or tip that I want to give you is that you should have a support network of staff, peers, etc. And I was in a boarding school, so this was really easy for me because you're surrounded by your friends and teachers 24/7, literally. But yeah, just have somebody you can talk to, you can rant to, you can just have somebody you can communicate with about school that'll be empathetic and listen. And that can be a friend, that can be a teacher, that can be a counselor, that can be your mom, your dad, your brother, etc. Just have somebody there for you and you be there for them as well. It'll really help you if you know you can just come home or go to your room and rant and just talk about it and vent and then be done with that and keep being productive, etc. But it helps to know that people are there for you and that you are there for them. So one of the things that makes the IB so difficult or so challenging is how easy it is to be sucked into the academics and just forego all the social and non-academic aspects of your life. And that's my tip. Don't just go full into academics. You have to find a balance between academics and just social life. And trust me, this is when you want to follow because the IB takes 2 years and you don't want 2 years of your life, especially 16, 17, and 18, to be unbalanced and workaholic kind of a lifestyle. Activities out of school, with friends from school, with friends that are not from school. Just do something you enjoy that's not academic and do things for you. That's basically the tip. Focus on your work, but also focus on not working and just having fun because 16, 17, 18, you should be having fun too. The IB doesn't have to make your life not fun or not social. So another tip is doing things well the first time. Now this is really important. There's this saying in Spanish, I'm from Mexico, so I speak Spanish. That says, el flojo trabaja por dos, which basically means that if you're lazy or if you half-ass things, you're gonna have to do them twice anyway. So it's basically saying that you should do things well the first time, so you don't have to redo them or do them again later. And this happened a ton with my friends who were handing in their extended essay first draft, and they had no references, for example. So their advisor would be like, I don't want this, give it to me with references. And it's really easy to just be like, oh yeah, I'll hand this in and then I can put in the references later. But it's even easier if you just, as soon as you reference something, you just add it. And that's basically all you need to do. It's tiny bits of work that'll save you hours in the long run. But do things well the first time so you don't have to repeat them and do them multiple times or just revise things you've already done and want to get out of the way. So the tip is taking the initiative and not leaving things till the last minute. Now, this is not the same as don't procrastinate or be productive, because here the key aspect is taking initiative. And by this I mean, for example, asking the peers above you that have already done the IB maybe, or leave a comment or shoot me an email or reach out to me on social media. Ask what you can do to make your year 2 way easier, because year 2 is 10 times harder than year 1. 100%. So what you want to do is ease your workload of year 2 in year 1. So take initiative, ask your teachers for just things you can do that'll make year 2 way easier. You don't have to finish them, just get them started, start revising. There's a bunch of things you can do, just do them in year 1, because in year 2 you'll be swamped and stressed, and you have to revise for exams and you have to do internal assessments and finish the extended essay. A lot of things you have to do. So just do as much as you can in year 1, even if your teachers aren't specifically asking you to. Take the initiative, ask them, ask your peers, ask people that have completed it, shoot me an email, drop a comment, anything to make your life in year 2 way easier. An important thing you can do is surround yourself with like-minded people. And I don't mean create this whole echo chamber of ideas or anything. I mean like-minded people when it comes to academics and working and etc. And when you surround yourself with people that have similar goals or want to reach similar heights as you, it's way easier for you to motivate each other and therefore to reach to more, or even just to aspire to more. But it'll make life way easier if your friends aren't dragging you down, but if instead you're just lifting each other up, as cliche as that sounds. So yeah, find people that are doing their best, that are working their hardest, that are putting in the time, that are not focused solely on academics, and hang out with them, be friends. You don't have to force anything, obviously, but if you can, just hang out with people that want to be better than themselves. It doesn't have to be a competition, you just have to push each other. And that is bound to make your motivation, your discipline, all of it way easier. So that's what I did and what you can do starting yesterday to enjoy my IB. And of course, this isn't a band-aid that'll cure all wounds, and you have to tweak according to yourself and your school and your classmates, etc. But it's just 8 easy starting points that'll make your life infinitely easier if you apply them correctly. And if you want more suggestions on CAS specifically, you can look up in this corner. And if you're looking for how to ace the extended essay or TOK, make sure to subscribe because that's coming next year. I'll see you guys next week.